Hello, welcome to Linda's Real Deal Talk Show. Hold on to your seats. We have another exciting episode for you. The title is called Hiking Your Way to a Better Life. I'm looking forward to hiking, and our guest will give us some tips and share her life about hiking. Today, our guest is Lisa Pena, and she will share about hiking. So let's give Lisa a big, warm welcome. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Linda.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. Okay. Tell us the name of your company.
Well,
we're wearing.
That's right. We have our Urban Hikes t-shirts on. My business is called Urban Hikes Kansas City. And I always clarify that it's urban hikes, kind of like you're hiking in the mountains, but we're hiking in downtown Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas City, Kansas.
Wonderful. Love it. And it's so much fun. And I've learned a lot about Kansas City on the urban hikes. So let's get to know Lisa. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm originally from Wyandotte County. I grew up there. I graduated from Sumner Academy. Okay. I went into Peace Corps, so that was really a pivotal time in my life. I was in the Dominican Republic, and I lived there for 3 years as a Peace Corps volunteer. I loved my time there. I learned so much, and I think I really also learned to be resilient when I was in Peace Corps. I also have my business, as we mentioned. That's one of the things that I do a lot of work on is my business. And I never really thought that I would be an entrepreneur. But when I heard the idea of urban hiking in general, I thought, wow, this is something that I can do in Kansas City.
Yes. So tell us, what inspired you to start hiking? Why did you start hiking?
Well, when I think about hiking in general, I remember the times that I was a child and I would hike without even knowing that I was hiking. There were woods behind my parents' house in the Rosedale neighborhood. And I remember I would go down the hills in the woods, I would play there with my friends. I would be unattended, just with my friends in the woods, exploring, going up and down hills, running through them, walking through them, and that was actually hiking. Those were my first experiences hiking, actually as a child, but they weren't set hiking trips or specific hikes.
See, you're probably already hiking and didn't even know it. You just go for a walk in your backyard and you can say, oh, I'm going for a hike.
That's so true. That's true. And then as I got older, I really realized what actual hikes were and how you can go on hikes in the mountains or you can go on hiking trails. And I started to do that some when I was in college, and in the Dominican Republic, there were hills right behind not the neighborhood, but the area where I lived. And we would go up into the hills. That they were pretty steep. It was pretty tough. Those were real hikes.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take baby steps, baby hikes first.
There you go. There are plenty of places in Kansas City to take baby steps with hiking.
Yes. Explain to us some of the hikes that you have.
So I do urban hiking, and it's really a mixture of that nature hiking that I was just talking about, but at the same time, we are downtown, so we do mix nature, but the hikes that we have are hikes where we go through the Crossroads Art District, we go through the West Side, and we have a hike that goes through Strawberry Hill in downtown Kansas City, Kansas.
Yes.
We also have hikes in the River Market and the West Bottoms. Additionally, we have a hike on the plaza and in the area around it. That's more of a seasonal hike. We end with the plaza lights as well.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Those are some of our main hikes, and then within those hiking routes, we modify them a lot. So within that, in the Crossroads, we have a hike that's just focused on murals, for example, that we do with a lot of Girl Scout troops and families. We also have hikes that are sometimes with food, like a wine and cheese hike in the Crossroads and West Side District, or a mimosa hike and a Strawberry Hill Museum tour, all mixed together on a hike in Kansas City, Kansas. So really we take these main geographic areas and we modify what our actual offerings are.
Okay, so I remember I went on the Crossroads hike. So what are some of the stops that we made on the Crossroads hike that I went on?
On the Crossroads hike that you went on, and that actually was our artful streetcar urban hike that went through the Crossroads.
Okay.
And I forgot to mention that just now. On that hike, we went into different art galleries. I remember.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember? And we
Yes.
started out at the Crossroads Hotel, and we
Yes.
learned about the really interesting history of the Crossroads Hotel. We went to the rooftop.
Yes.
We also stopped at the lindajwilsonsellshomes art gallery,
Okay. Yes.
the Belger art gallery,
Yes.
and then we went to the Hotel Kansas City. Those were some of the stops on that one. And we rode the streetcar a couple times.
Yes, we did. So that was very fun, exciting. We even took pictures in front of the different murals. Do you remember, name one of them? Which one was my favorite one? Because I stood in front of the picture of a female.
That one, I think, was the Baba Ma. And it
Okay.
was a female, like a female head, right?
Yes.
And that one is by an artist named Aaron Sutton. And he's on Instagram as Visual Goodies.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, the title was Baba Ma, and it represented a mother. And everything inside of her head in this mural is what mothers carry.
Oh,
That mural was right behind Café Corazon in the Crossroads Art District. So if you can imagine Baltimore and Southwest Boulevard, if you want to find that mural that that you're talking about, if you want to find it again, you can find it if you go to Baltimore and Southwest Boulevard, and right behind there,
yeah.
you can see it again. That's a beautiful mural. And like I said, the artist is Aaron Sutton.
Yes. It was a beautiful mural. I was just amazed at all the murals that we toured on that particular hike, the Crossroads hike. I'm looking forward to going on some more hikes, like the one that's coming up the third Friday. Tell us about the one that's coming up the third Friday of each month, right?
Yes, every third Friday, we have an urban hike that starts at Kansas City, Kansas Third Fridays event. The Third Fridays event that is done in Kansas City, Kansas is something new. They've been doing it for about a year, and it is a place where artists come, vendors come, musicians come and play live music, and it's all along 6th Street in Strawberry Hill, on the border of Kansas City, Kansas, on the border of downtown Kansas City, Kansas.
Okay.
We start the hike there, so you can go beforehand and get some food from a local vendor or listen to live music. And then we walk all the way to Cobb Point. Cobb Point is one of my favorite hidden gems in Kansas City. It's the confluence of the Kaw and the Missouri rivers.
Okay.
Plus, there's a lot of historical significance about Cobb Point that we talk about along the hike.
Okay.
And we do it right before sunset. So it's the golden hour and the sky is always beautiful. There is this really nice glow that the skyline has when we get to the very point of Cobb Point. We can look over to the Kansas City, Missouri skyline and just see it glowing because of the time of day that we do it. That hike is a really magical hike, and we do it every third Friday in collaboration with the KCK Third Fridays events. And I'm excited you're going to be coming on that one.
I'm going. I'm so excited.
That's going to be fun. You're going to love
I'm
it.
looking forward to that, seeing the sunset. Oh, it just sounds so romantic.
It is.
So would you like to join us or even sign up for an urban hike? Lisa, tell us, how can somebody connect with you?
Yeah, I have a website, urbanhikeskansascity.com, and I have a calendar that has all of the urban hikes that I have coming up. If you click on book today, then you can see the upcoming urban hikes. Additionally, I have a description of all the hikes so that you can pick the hike that you would like to go on. Additionally, I'm on Instagram. I post pretty regularly on Instagram. Definitely follow me on Instagram at urbanhikeskansascity, and I'm also on Facebook. That's where you can find the most recent events that we've had, what we're going to have, a lot of really cool pictures from my urban hikes.
Yes. I'm looking forward to it. Would you like to join us on the next hike? Yeah, I would love to see you there with Lisa and I. It's a lot of fun and very educational too, because get to learn about the city, the history of the city. And Lisa, tell us some of your goals and aspirations.
Well, for my business, I really want to continue what I'm doing with team building hikes. I have had a lot of corporate groups come out for team building hikes, and I want to continue doing that. Really really taking people on urban hikes is something that is so special because everybody tells us that they see things that they had never seen before. And I think for corporate groups, it's really nice to do that because it gets a group of staff members out into a different situation and atmosphere than what they normally are in. And that can breed innovation, creativity. I really hope to do a lot more of those. And additionally, I have guides that help me, and I'm so grateful for the guides. I would not have my business if I didn't have guides who also helped me to lead hikes. And I just hope to continue to have that my guides that are currently leading continue to lead hikes because they're pretty amazing people.
Yes, excellent. This has been an excellent episode talking about hiking because this is a great way to move your body and to stay healthy. That's my goal. My desire is to have a healthy body. And Lisa's helping me do that. Have a wonderful, healthy body and a healthy lifestyle. So in conclusion, I would like Lisa to share with you some encouraging, fun tips. So Lisa, take it away. What would you like to share?
Well, I would just love to share, if you're on the fence about hiking and you live in Kansas City, just go for it. There are so many resources. There are so many parks with hiking trails. There are lots of meetup groups that meet up specifically to go hiking, and there are lots of groups in general. I just want to encourage you to get out, if it's either nature hiking and walk with a friend or walk by yourself on a nature trail, or to go into the city and explore on your own. Being outside, exploring either nature or our city is so good and fulfilling, and I just want to motivate you to do that.
Wonderful. I agree. Everything she said. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing those encouraging words. I'm definitely looking forward to going on some more hikes. Thank you very much for attending Linda's Real Deal Talk Show. We will have some more fun, interactive topics coming up. So in the meantime, stay real.